Well, time to get back to work on this thing. Fun. On the back of my truck, which you guys can't see. Oh, maybe you can. No. There's 10 2x4s and 5 sheets of plywood. Most of them are 3/8 and 3/4. But so, got this piece here cut. That's the leftover from the sheet. Now, it almost fits here perfectly. Well, almost needs a bit of trimming there. But you can see just where it's joined there. Problem is, I had to notch that just to get my measurements because of that. So if I cut it there, it's not quite enough. So literally, we built this thing 2 inches bigger than it should have been. But I blame that on my the 1.5 inches for the outside board measurement. So otherwise, a full 8 foot would have just fit. Just chop that off, flip that chunk into there. But well, that's what I get for not writing down any measurements and just going off by my head. So it's pretty close anyway. But good thing we have a spare sheet of plywood, so it's not going to match 100%, but it don't matter because we're covering this. You still want to try to use that and then end up having the scrap pieces. No, I'll use the chunk we have outside. We already got it nicely shaved off for that guy, but I'm just looking, the bracing's fine here. We don't need to add anything else. Okay, I'll grab the other piece of plywood. Okay, so we decided we're going to use this. Save this big piece. I still will have to actually chop off a bit of it, but this is what we were short on. But mind you, we got a couple corners there, but there was no way to salvage those. Okay, too bad it didn't reach up to here. So what we're going to have to do now is mark this board here and extend a 2x6 across here, somewhere for it to screw down to. It's kind of like how I got this ledge. And I mean, realistically, it's probably never going to move, but I'm still going to do it. Well, got the plywood cut. That's all I'm doing for today. Just spent an hour on it. Not too big of a deal. But it's cut. Ready just to do the final measurements. Or final sanding, you could say, on the corners. Even though this is going to be covered probably in concrete or brick or something. But yeah, it will do. Redneck heat for now. Just a blower fan. Okay, so got one window out. Oh, so nice having a walkway to the back deck again. That is so nice. But the idea for now is just to cut the plywood. We're not removing this corner piece yet here. We're just going to cut it to match up with this, and then we're going to actually go over top everything later. Just have to unbolt this, but all this wood has to be changed sooner or later. So for now, we're just going to go match it up with this. Originally, I was going to change this whole piece, but they have this fancy pattern on it, and those are pretty expensive sheets. But so for now, we're just going to block it off, and probably next year we'll change the outside wood. Again, kind of temporary for now. Well, maybe not, because if we're technically blocking it off with brand new wood, we don't have to worry about anything.
Oh, just go right over top of it.
Yeah.
Tyvek and then whatever siding we choose.
Exactly. We're just siding over it. Well, bracing's in place there. Now time to cut the plywood. And again, this is just shitty plywood because we're planning to put siding or something over top it later. Thinking of stucco, but it might be a little bit heavy on this. I don't know. I'll have to look into that more, but we'll see. Well, it's going over top there. It's going to be an oddball cut, both sizes. Can't use like a full sheet. It's not big enough. We'll have to have 2 pieces. So we're going to go like that for the first one and then that for the second one. Whatever. Oh no, all the snow's melting. Just look at all the snow melting. Yeah, it's like +4 outside right now. So that's Celsius, of course. Everything's starting to melt. Yeah, it's not good, but it's good because we're opening up those windows. Okay, so just need to grab that guy for straight edges, or my plastic one, but yeah, I'll just use my plastic one. It looks straighter than the metal one. Come on, I like it better anyway. Okay, well, I don't know what else is going to go on today, but probably continue making random videos about this that are probably pretty extremely boring for a lot of people. Especially you, Seda. Well, the next window's out here. just giving it a little bit of a scraper. So where I removed them, I decided to put the nails back in where the holes were. It's easier than sealing them, just ripping off their plumber's putty on here. Well, there's the second window, sealed up about as good as it's going to get. Just use some of that stuff right there to seal it up, and now we got this window to seal up there, and that door. And of course we got to cut some more scrap plywood to go across there. So, and of course this whole bottom corner here, this whole plywood has to be replaced here, and that's why we're just putting this in temporary like this. We'll probably be going siding on here, not too sure, maybe stucco. Well, the windows are done. Yes, it looks like a kind of a weird guy here, but to be honest, we ran out of poly. Had to grab some scraps from outside. That was meant to be for deer hunting, so yeah, ended up running out of insulation, so I had to use some old stuff in one roll. I know. So, are you spying on me, Proxy? Well, so basically, this is all ready for some paneling now. I am tempted to take out that styrofoam, get some more bats of insulation. I do want to insulate underneath here too. I also got to go buy some 3-inch exhaust pipe, poke a hole right about there, 90 it down, out the wall, put on a screen. Thinking I'll use that for the intake air. I could buy the flexible stuff, but I'm worried about once this is covered in cement, right? If someone steps behind it somehow, destroys the flexible stuff, that'd be hard to change. So I'm thinking stainless steel exhaust, galvanized would work. Zero heat, by the way, from the intake air. And I'll just run the pipe right out the side. Now for the outside, which you guys clearly can't see anymore, we just used this 3/8" plywood here. There was a little bit of a gappage in some cuts I made, but again, we're going to be repaneling the entire outside. So it looks okay for now. I do want to get a coat of paint minimum on that so it doesn't rot. There's all the old windows there that I ripped out, and this went pretty easy, so not right now, but that one might go. That one might be changed to a set of double doors, and those other ones might go. Might keep a corner window there, double doors, corner window. But the idea is to be able to heat this place, and I'm glad to find out when I ripped open the bottom here that there was insulation in the walls. That should mean there's insulation in the roof. Now, I'm not going to rip out the roof to find out. I'm going to get rid of that old 8-foot bulb system there. When I pull out the light, I should be able to see if there's insulation. Again, nothing in the floor, so we will have to insulate the skirting around it. Or, I'm standing up on this. This is 6 inches taller here, right? 6 inches roughly, because the board itself is a 2x6, but that's, 5.5, 3/4 inch plywood, close enough. And I still got above my head here, I got that much clearance. So like 4 inches of clearance. So we wouldn't go that high, of course, but if we went 1-inch foam plywood across here, the only problems that we'd have, door would have to be taken back out and moved up another inch or so, which is possible. Again, the house itself is about 6.5 to or so inches to the bottom of the door, so it would be nice to raise this up, but not too sure. So the next thing we got to do is the whole front of it's not screwed to the floor yet, but I mean, I walk on it, it doesn't move, so it's solid. But I'm going to probably seal that up and screw it to the floor. So I'm just using the acoustic seal, this stuff here. So, but we'll see. Again, I'm probably just about to leave to go do some hunting. Haven't been doing much hunting in the last couple weeks, so I'm going to go out, see if we see anything worthy. Okay, well, I'll get back to you guys later, I guess. Might be the end of the video for the weekend. So, a little bit of decent weather out, but we'll see. Well, just out doing a little hunting here. Muzzleloader in rifle season, because you didn't buy a rifle.
Well, you were supposed to buy me a rifle.
I was, hey? We'll go down that trail there for now. It's starting to snow and rain. I got my little survival gun with me. That's all I'm bringing. I already got a tag filled. We're not party hunting, so I'm strictly hunting rabbits. So it's rifle season right now. It's not muzzleloader season, but no big deal. I can hunt a rabbit, or that's pretty much it right now. So Yeah, I got the trappers, so there's a lot of stuff I could get with that, but I'm not going to be interested in any of that this year. But we're going out into the back field here just to see what we have for tracks and go from there. Well, I guess I better turn this off because not often that you see a deer when you're talking. Hey, wait, last year I did. Got it on camera too. Decent sized buck. Well, kind of small. Well, we've been walking around for about 2 hours now. No, not even. More like an hour. And we're about a mile from the truck. Just heard a gunshot. Second one in the last half hour. Seen a few other hunters already. They were just parked and sitting in their vehicles. But they claim nothing's moving, so we'll make them move. Well, if I keep this going, we'll probably never see anything, so okay. This is such a nice area. What's that? Well, we decided we're going to head back. We're almost at the truck here, and I hear Seda barking like crazy. So we're going to head back. That kind of sucks, but yeah, not too big of a deal. I know, it looks horrible, doesn't it? Yeah, it's a little bit chilly out here, but just gave it a quick couple coats of paint. Same with this one here. And I also started doing this stuff here, but that, you know, doesn't look that good. Never painted everything because this is just a primer. I just wanted to go over the bare wood for now. Like that corner up there, I got to tidy that up and a few other things, but you know, this needs a couple coats, that's for sure. But it's just hopefully to keep the moisture out. That's why we did it. Again, the whole idea later on is this whole side here is going to get covered in siding, or we're going to maybe do stucco. Not too sure yet, but in a mobile home, stucco on a mobile home, I don't know. We'll see. Well, weekend's over. Off to go to work, and it's freaking pouring rain, and roads, yeah, kind of getting a little bit of snow covered, but it's not that bad. But a lot of the snow just melted. Past 2 hunters already. It's rifle season. I kind of wish I was out hunting, but I got to go to work, so did a little bit yesterday and never seen shit. But you know, I'm not too worried about it. I already got 2, me and my dad. So yeah, at least it's light out. I'm happy that it's light out for my way into work. This road is a little bit shitty in the dark. I say that because of deer, but okay, well, that's the end of this video. Again, just working on the wood stove. Next couple videos are going to most likely be about the wood stove. Hopefully I can get the chimney mounted next weekend, because we're meant to have about +2 Celsius weather, where after that we're going to go into a deep freeze. So if I'm going to be cutting open the roof or the wall, not too sure yet. Most likely the roof I'll go. That's the way I'll be doing it. Now, most wood stoves require a 15-foot chimney to be more efficient. Well, this one has an intake air, so it kind of helps a little bit with that. Any kind of backdraft will be shot outside of the house, you could say. But I mean, like with the wind, updraft, whatever you call it. But at the same time, my chimney pipe's probably going to be a little bit shorter than the recommended, but that's just the design of my house. It's not that tall, so we'll see how well it works out. I might have to redesign the system if it doesn't work the best. So we'll see. Okay, I'm still going to have 5 feet of pipe outside of my house, so is that a deer up ahead? Yes, it is. Maybe I'll leave this on. Yeah, it's already going into the woods. Yep. Okay, well, kind of missed it. It just went in right at that corner there into this opening. Yeah, I do not see it. Well, that's most likely a hunter in front of me. I'm going to put this away. Okay, see you guys next week.